beautiful Scorpio, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Scorpio, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to the energy, and then I'm going to do a Celtic cross as well to see what is coming towards you. So let's see what's happening for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see regarding their singles love situation? Can you please help them? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, we have self-reflection. That's definitely sort of showing up strongly for you, especially since we've gone through that supermoon period. You may have felt called to think about your relationship with love itself, okay? And any of the obstacles that you've been going through to remove in order to find love. Now also we've got the star energy. It's in the resistance position. Part of you has given up. Or part of you is like starting to think about giving up on love because you felt that you've gone through a real test when it comes to love. You may have felt like love has not been rewarding. It has left you very confused. How is it you know when you meet a person and then it just falls apart? How is it that you are connecting to a person and you just feel like they're intrinsically meant to be with you and then it runs its course? It's almost like I get this energy that... where does the love go? I just get this, where does the love go if you're in past situations? So I feel, when I mean past situations, so if you've loved someone in the past, it's like, where does that love transcend to? Because when you are in love, my beautiful Scorpio, you're the sort of person, you're in love, you play for keeps. I mean, you got the ring there. So I feel like you are, you know, deep down, you do want commitment. But I feel like you are committed to yourself at this time in terms of self-reflection, trying to remove obstacles, trying to find inspiration or trying to find, you know, belief in love again. That's what I'm feeling there. I mean, we got the ship. They're showing me you've had a real difficult journey when it comes to love, okay? You're very, very strong. You've taken a very difficult journey when it comes to love in this lifetime. And it shouldn't always be a struggle. Okay, Scorpio, with the ship there, with the star, both in the resistance position, I feel part of you has been very, very fed up and felt very disappointed when it comes to love. And it's almost like this resistance to even look for love or take the journey of love anymore because it's left you confused. It's left you feeling exhausted. And also the star is there. So I feel like you have pretty much completed or are close to completing a healing cycle after a previous experience. But I feel it's made you feel reluctant to sort of like focus on love. I feel like you've been focusing on your goals and your dreams. We've got the house, stability, and we've got the owls. So I feel you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet someone who actually brings a stable influence into your life. We got owls. You'll meet this person in a social gathering and there will be a high level commitment with this person. But let me just get all of your cards first. I'm just going to go and do the Celtic cross for you. The heart of the matter, the 8 of Wands, moving forward, moving from the past into the present moment. 8 of Wands also is a card of projected energy. And by that I mean looking at blockages within you and almost mirroring people's energy. How do I... So for example, if you've had a negative experience in love in the past, you're looking for those signs. So it's almost like if someone was cheated on in the past, you'll have trust issues, of course, and you may be working through those trust issues. And as soon as you see like an indicator, you think, ha, this person also has the potential to cheat on me. You're going to see that energy everywhere you go. So you're projecting this fear, okay? Now, that's not going to resonate for everyone. I mean, we've got Seven of Wands, very guarded energy. Three of Wands, very passionate person. You are a very, very passionate person. We got Two of Cups. We got Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're working on yourself. 10 of Wands. You're working yourself to the bone, my beautiful Scorpio. You're not even leaving time or space to even find love or happiness or fun. Okay, they're just showing me something needs to change here, which you are already aware of. But I feel in the near future, you're going to make space for new. You're going to make some adjustments in your world. External circumstances, Four of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? What do they need to be aware of? We got the Hermit. Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? We've got the Judgment. Okay, Scorpio. Now this is a singles love reading, so I see you very much connected to your calling, to your soul path, and there is the potential, and nobody wants to hear this, Scorpio, there is a potential for a love relationship that you experienced in the past to resurface. Okay, now you may not want that person from the past, and I know there's a lot of you screaming at the screen, no, Baba, no. Oof. Oof. There's obsession here with this person. There's a bonding that it's kind of like there's a toxic energy that plays out in this relationship. This person may have substance abuse or substances that they are addicted to, or you and this person are addicted to some sort of pattern of sort of messaging each other. It doesn't have to be that you want to be with that person, but perhaps they represent like a safety net, because right now they're showing me, yeah, they're showing me this energy of you and this person playing out this safety net scenario. They really want me to, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. As you can see, it's like, there's like a net there and there's two people caught in it. It's almost like both of you and this person are caught in a cycle of the same. But there is someone new coming on in here. There is someone new. Okay, aces bring new energy, and I feel you are, you know, I'm going to go one more just to make sure. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Now, you may have a contract with someone that's playing out already, so that's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but they're just showing me the Devil card. So yeah, Six of Swords, you're moving on from that. Let's start at the very beginning, self-reflection. And this is about your contract with yourself. It's about you and your, of course it's about self-love, but it's more than that. It's about how you feel about love and how you look at love. I feel like you're in a very philosophical energy about love at the moment, my beautiful Scorpio, where you're kind of like, you have love before because the Two of Cups is here, or you've manifested love in the past and you've connected to someone on that deep bonding level that you felt this person was meant for you, but then it has not worked out in your favor. And the Seven of Wands there is like you persisting. There's part of your psyche that still recalls this person. It's almost like the ghost of a past. So please don't shoot the messenger when I get this energy. I do feel like there's a ghost of a lover in the past in your energy. Now, you may not want to be with that person, but the experience itself or the influence it had on you has been very profound, and it is some way influenced the way that you operate in love relationships going forward. So it definitely made you, with the Seven of Wands, feel very, very guarded in your energy. Eight of Wands means, you know, it can also mean that sometimes you're very, very passionate and you fall into things quite quickly, okay? So the Three of Wands, you know, with the Three of Wands there, I definitely see that you're looking for new, but there's something here that you're bonded to. So whether you're looking deeply at cycles that you go through where you may, for example, attract people who are broken or need to be fixed in some way, or promise you the world and they don't deliver, you're not the sort of person to believe someone at face value. You actually, with the Seven of Wands being guarded, I see that there are trust issues. Even if you have not experienced someone cheating on you or things like that, I feel like you're not necessarily a person who believes someone at the first step. So they're just giving me something, so I just want to try to connect to it. They're giving me a song and they're showing me a mirror, and I'm wondering if they're connected. I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing a reading. So of course mirrors, they represent reflection, so that would obviously go well with that card, self-reflection. But the song is you know, it's a very modern song, but it actually reminds me of like a child nursery rhyme. Oh, I don't know if you noticed. I'm gonna have to rewind the video just to see. But as you could, there was a movement in the water. My guide actually dipped their finger in the water just now. I hope you caught that on the camera, because it just, I mean, there's a bubble here. There was no bubble here, and it just so they're saying I hit the nail on the head. So something from childhood, okay, here, as well as something that, okay, thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. Sorry, I just want to connect to the energy to make sure I get it right for you. The song is, I just give you what they're giving me. It's very muffled, so I can't quite hear exactly the words that they're giving, apart from, it seems like the chorus, and now you're just somebody that I used to know. Why'd you have to? Okay, it goes really muffled. I can't. They're telling me that the most important bit is now you're just somebody that you used to know. Now, back in the recesses of my mind, that song is very familiar. I feel like it was like a modern song, like in the charts or something like that, many years ago perhaps. And I feel it has also come up in a reading. They're actually giving me Gotcha or something in the water. I can't quite see it, but I have a sense that this is someone who sings it. So maybe the name of the band or the person. Gotcha. I can't quite see it, but it's a G. I see a Y and a T and a. So yeah, that's the song. Okay, so this song could be a signifier for you. Either you heard that song just before this reading, or you are going to hear that song in the next 4 to 5 weeks, because this reading, I'm doing it in mid-August, and this reading is good for five weeks, okay, 4 to 5 weeks, because of the energy. So you're either going to hear that song, and then you're going to connect with somebody new, but there is someone from your past reaching out too. Okay, so we won't dwell too much on that, but I get the sense of the song. It's like, where does the love go? I get this energy like you being very philosophical about love, having that self-reflection, like, well, I loved once, I loved deeply with wild abandon. I connected to somebody's soul. We were on the same page. We thought we were going to walk this journey of life together. Where did that love go? Is love just transient? Is it something that last forever? I just get these big philosophical questions for you, Scorpio, and I know you love a deep conversation, but this is like really intense. So a period of self-reflection is what you're going through, of course, and it's, I feel like you're asking bigger questions about commitment, because I feel like although you may want to get married or settle down with somebody, I feel like you're really looking at the contract of love and wondering, do I necessarily need to get married or have a ring? Or, you know, as long as I find someone that respects me and loves me in the way that I respect and love, I feel like you're asking bigger questions. I mean, this is the protagonist energy. So I feel also that you're looking at how you love yourself and how your relationship with love has in some way prevented you from opening up fully to a person, because I feel also that you've had an experience where you really did open up fully. You were very vulnerable to that person, and I feel it was a very stressful experience. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? So it's made you look at your commitment to yourself. Right now, I feel like your contract is within, okay? Now, the ring does indicate love. And it is sort of self-love that's going on here, but you're also looking to find love. This is a singles love reading. So this is what you're manifesting right now. You got the manifestation card. So I feel like you are drawing new love in, but there's someone here or an experience here that keeps replaying in your mind or in your soul about love. If we're always looking back and replaying scenarios, we're actually calling in that same frequency. So be mindful. Memories are wonderful. We can connect to the memory. We can look back, not with rose-tinted glasses, most importantly, and we can look back in order to understand what happened, acknowledge and heal old wounds. But if we dwell in that space, we're actually attracting people who are the similar energy. Remember, you've evolved since then as well, and I feel like you are calling in a more mature love, one that how can I put that? One that is more rewarding, one that you feel secure in, one that I feel is a real gift of a person being sent to you, my beautiful Scorpio. But I feel right now your question is with love, because I feel part of you's given up, or part of you's not even seeking love. I feel a lot of you with the Hermit energy, you've gone off grid. You feel a little bit disconnected. Some of you may have, like, if you used to be the sort of person who was really like outgoing and went out and about, I feel like you've become more insular, and I feel like you've become a bit more of a homebody. And so I feel like you're looking at how you can change that. I mean, this is the Moon card, so this is about, you know, trusting your intuition when it comes to love. You're always the sort of person, I always say your intuition is so deep and you're so intense that you may wonder sometimes if your intensity scares people off or intimidates people. But Scorpio, your personality is your personality. Don't ever change for another person, because the right person is not going to be intimidated by who you are, okay? And, you know, I feel like you're attracting someone who also sees below the surface, someone who is not superficial, someone who's looking for that deep, great love, someone who wants to be committed in a relationship. Someone actually, you're going to meet someone who actually opposites attract. This person may have strong Leo in their chart. It doesn't have to be, but they could have strong fire, Aries, Leo, Sag in their chart. When we have water and fire, that's a very steamy connection. But they're just showing me you right now, sort of your energy is dwelling in the shadow side, and you're about to meet someone who's gone through that already and is actually very enlightened, someone who knows what they want. And they're also showing me like an old soul contract between you and a person coming through. As you can see with the Moon card, there is the mountains, a pathway is being forged. Now they keep giving me the word branch. So either you're going to meet someone at a place that's called branch, or you are someone who's working and gets relocated to a different branch. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're showing me an image. Your reading is quite complex, actually, my beautiful Scorpio. They're showing me someone holding onto a branch on a tree. And they're saying, we don't truly let go of the branch until we've got another branch to hold on to for stability. We don't just let go of the branches and hope to catch one on the way down. So I really understand what they're trying to say now. So if, for example, you're in a tree and you're holding on to one branch so that you can not fall all the way down to the bottom into the abyss and hurt yourself, you hold on to that branch because it's what you know, okay, for stability. And you don't really go seeking, or you don't really hold on to you don't let go of this branch until you find another branch to hold on to, okay? So it's not about the person, because I feel like you don't want the person. I feel like you want somebody new, but I feel like it's the experience. If you hold on to the experience, you're not going to allow yourself to experience something else. I hope that makes sense, my beautiful Scorpio. It's very complex. But with the ring, you're calling in love. The ring in the Lenormand deck means love, commitment, contracts. okay? But I feel like this is more about your commitment to yourself and to your calling at this time. You may have felt very much focused on your goals, your dreams, and it's not that you've given up 100% on love, but I feel like part of you took yourself out of the game of love, stopped looking, okay? Now, we got the Star and the Ship. They're in the Resistance position, so it's like I got it in the reverse. The Star is like losing hope, okay? Not having faith in love anymore because you put yourself all out there. And I feel like whereas you may have found solace in focusing on self-reflection, removing obstacles, I feel like because that song's raising its volume now, I can hear it even louder, so I haven't said exactly what I wanted to say. Okay, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. They're indicating a childhood experience as well as an experience in adulthood. These are two things that have not been fully healed yet. So for example, if you're the sort of person who witnessed your first witness of what love means was between your parents and they were always shouting at each other, or they divorced, or they cheated, or they were not kind. This is your first foundation of what it means to love. So I feel like you're really looking at your foundation, your relationship with love itself, to spot the signs or the influences that you have emulated in adulthood. And then I feel also that you've gone through a very difficult, painful experience in love that you've been healing for a long time, and this is, you were willing to marry this person, or you were married to this person. There should be a high level commitment with somebody. You got connected to somebody. There's two ships here. There's a journey that has played out that was very difficult. We got the Two of Cups. It's in the past. So there is grieving a relationship. Now this person may have physically transitioned past, or it broke up, but they're showing me here that you've decided not to really embark on a new love journey for a while, but your hope will return. You're actually creating a new phase of life for yourself, connecting to better boundaries, healthcare routines, healthier state of mind, emotional grounding. You're showing me an anchor right now. Well, I'm holding a ship, so maybe it's about emotional grounding. You're learning to ground yourself emotionally. You're maturing more than you were. They're saying you're connecting more to your soul song as well. Now, when we got the Star in this position, it's like you're operating underneath the shadows, or you're off grid. You're not shining that wonderful light. You're not embracing who you truly are, allowing yourself to stand out. We've got the Ship here, which is all about the journey, of course. So you may have put that journey of love on pause for a while. You may have been trying to call in love, but deep down, your heart really hasn't been in it. That's what I'm seeing. You may want that, but there's part of you that's because you can see her hands are like, they're crossed across her heart's chakra. So I feel there's part of you, and this is not to blame you at all, my beautiful Scorpio, at all. This is an experience I feel you've gone through that has made you feel guarded, or has in some way changed that wonderful, bright, open-hearted, playful spirit that you used to be. Okay? It's almost like it really matured you. It snapped you into reality in some way. And you're going to turn this energy around. Hope is going to return. You're going to take the journey of love once again, and you're manifesting someone new. Someone new is headed into your vicinity, into your energy field, but there's still a bond to something from the past. So they want you to identify that and heal it, process it. I mean, it could be that, for example, and this came up briefly in the Leo reading, it can mean that, you know, because we got the Moon card there, which is about fear, and we've got the Ring, which is about commitment. Some of you may, because of an experience in the past, you may have started to fear commitment itself. How can you know? It's just like that song, you know, now you're just somebody I used to know. You really committed to somebody, and now it's just like, where did that love go after all that was said and done? So some of you may have gone through a very difficult experience and been bullied when you were younger and felt like you were not good enough or attractive enough or didn't deserve love. So I feel like you're really reflecting on your connection to love itself. Okay, now the outcome energy, we got manifestation. So this is a Magician energy. You have everything you need within you to call in a soulmate. The Magician card is about confidence, skill, and focus. And if your focus has been inwards, you're doing the work. We all have to do it. Personal growth is important. But now towards the end of the 4 to 5 weeks, your focus, rather than being inwards in self-reflection mode, is now going to be outwards. The Magician is about manifesting what you truly desire. It's also about wherever your focus goes, that is what you start to manifest on the physical plane. So, and I feel like you're going to get a wish. There's something here about a wish coming true. There's infinite possibilities to meet this new person, they're telling me, but you're actually going to meet this person at a place where there's a group setting. There's like either a community event. Some of you, they're telling me that some of you are going to meet your person through a friend. They're showing me a friend of a friend, okay? But it's in a social gathering that I see you meeting this new person. But what you think about, you bring about. So if during your period of self-reflection, you're actually thinking about warm memories of the past, of someone, also remember the bad times as well as the good times with that situation, but only acknowledge it to heal the wound. Don't dwell in that energy, because there's something greater, something better, a divine love that is laid out for you that is headed your way, okay? So manifestation is key. We also got House, which is representing stability, and we've got Owl. Okay, now owls, of course, are the birds in the Lenormand deck, and this is all about community, friends coming together. I mean, you may be even invited to a house party or someone's house for an event, but there's definitely an energy here of you coming together and meeting somebody who actually wants stability, someone who is secure in their knowledge. This new person that's coming in, I feel like this person's got their SHIT together. I feel like they've got like money, they're grounded, they know what they want. And I feel any test that you've gone through in love, because I feel like you've been tested many, many times. I feel like you're finally meeting the person that you're meant to be with. Okay? You've waited for the one, and now here is the one. Now, there's something about this person. When you have a conversation with this person, it's so random. They're going to tell you that either they just had their roof fixed, or maybe you're just having your roof fixed. There's going to be a conversation about a roof, you know, like the top of a building or a house, a roof being fixed. Okay, that's a random conversation, but my guides are saying, listen out for that. I mean, it could be that you're talking to somebody that you are attracted to, and you overhear a conversation about a roof being fixed. Listen out for the conversation, because that's relevant. Okay, so you're going to meet this person in a social setting. But because we got the Hermit energy here, you may have felt like you've been a bit more of a homebody recently. Now, if you've been connecting to your calling, your true purpose, because we got the Devil card here, it can mean that you've been obsessing about the way. This is really wonderful. I don't know if you can see this. This is the heart of the matter, okay? 8 of Wands. Oh gosh, it fell. Now, I'm not sure where this came from, but this does not belong on this card. It's a golden, let me see what it is. I want to count how many sides. 1, 2, 3. A golden hexagon. It's on the card. I don't know where it's come from, but it's on the card. Okay, I don't have anything like that here, but somehow it's on the 8 of Wands. So either you're taking a journey, because the 8 of Wands connects to travel. The golden hexagon perhaps is in some way relevant. It is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 sides to it. So either a golden hexagon is important, the shape perhaps, or maybe you're going to find a golden hexagon on the sidewalk as you're walking down the street. This is a symbol for you to look out for, a golden hexagon. I mean, it could be that you meet somebody and they're wearing a ring that looks like that or has a symbol like that in there. I hope you can see it. It's so random. Okay, I'm just going to put that to the side. That's so odd. But anyway, let's get to the heart of the matter. There's a lot of 8s in your reading. Okay, when you see numerical synchronicity, it means something. And 8 is the number of the self. Okay, so you've been working really hard on yourself. The 8 of Wands indicates some sort of travel or movement forward. Movement away from the past into the present, into the future. So things are coming to a climax for you. This is a card of major transformation. Things are gathering speed. Okay, so I feel with this card, this is the heart of the matter, which is you, my beautiful Scorpio. You are activating this card. You're feeling energized to look again. You're starting to wonder what's out there. And you may also, with the Eight of Wands, book yourself on some sort of journey. And it could be a journey of discovery, perhaps because you're doing a lot of self-reflection. Some of you could put yourself on a spiritual trip, or some of you are going on a vacation in the next 4 to 5 weeks, or you're planning to. This is a card of the journey itself. So I feel like things are starting to speed up for you. Now, also, the Eight of Wands is a card of action. If you're a homebody and you've not been looking, chances are someone's not going to smash through your window, roll across the floor, and join you on the sofa and say, hey, I love you. You want to be with me for the rest of your life? That would be pretty weird, and you probably dial 911, right? So what you're actually... if you're a homebody right now, I feel like now you're starting to feel energized to take the initiative to put yourself in a scenario to meet love. Okay, so some of you may actually connect to online dating. Some of you may get yourself out there. I see you going to a community event with the Owls card. I see you being invited either to an event that's held in a very prestigious building or in someone's house. There's definitely some sort of gathering that you're going to be connecting to. I mean, it could be that you are, because we have the Eight of Pentacles there, some of you could have a hobby that you want to learn in a deeper way, or you're connecting to some sort of course of learning, and you go to a building to do that, and there's other people on the course. So I get this energy that you're going to be in a setting, a gathering, okay, and you're putting yourself there, you're taking the initiative. Now, what is holding you back? This is the thing that's sort of impeding your journey when it comes to love. And we got the Seven of Wands. You tend to be very, very guarded, my beautiful Scorpio. And whenever you give your heart to somebody, which is not easily, you do not love easily, but when you do, you hold on tight. You don't ever want to let that love go. And why would you? Love is love, of course. It's passionate, it's deep, it's fun, it's exciting, it's childlike, it's playful, it's also intense and raw and sometimes terrifying. And you know, there's so many aspects of it that you sort of encompass all of that. So you know what you're giving over to when you fall in love. That's why you don't love easily, because you know that you lose yourself in a person, okay? And I feel that an experience from your past that you are moving on from, okay, with the Eight of Wands, has caused you to be very, very guarded, because you lost a sense of yourself. And you launched yourself either into your work or into your calling on this earthly plane, okay? And whilst you haven't quite given up, you've stopped wishing, or you've stopped connecting to that hope. You've just, it's almost like I feel like you've been just in Groundhog Day, sort of like in a repetitive cycle. But remember, whenever we're in a repetitive cycle, if we always do what we always did, we're always going to get what we always got. We're going to get the same outcome. So I feel like with the Eight of Wands, it's a card of change. You know something needs to change, and radically, and you're going to do it quite quickly, actually. But the Seven of Wands says you're working through some guarded energy that you are releasing, okay? The Seven of Wands also is a card of having boundaries that are broken sometimes, or you've given up on. It's almost like, yeah, because the Seven of Wands in the reverse, because you got to read it both ways in a resistance position. So it's like you're guarded and you felt like giving up on love because it's too painful or it's too difficult. And you're there with such a beautiful, loving heart. You are so kind. You're so compassionate. You're so healing. You've got a wonderful healing energy about you. You care about everyone so deeply that anyone who has the love that you have to offer, if they experience it for a moment, you know, they would bask in that energy forever. They once you experience a Scorpio love, you know, there's nothing intense like it. So I feel like part of you is like, why should I extend that energy to love anymore? I should just put it into myself and into my work. So that's what I'm picking up on in this reading, okay? So there's a little bit of guarded energy, but you haven't quite given up, because the Seven of Wands also says you persevere, you don't give up. You're capable of loving for a long time. Once you merge with a person, you're faithful forever. That's it. You've decided. You bond to a person. You bond to a person in a very deep way. But I feel, yeah, it's this experience that you're trying to get out of your energetic field, which you are. We've got the Three of Wands, which is below you. Deep down, you don't want anybody from the past. Three of Wands says, you know, you're manifesting new opportunities in love. And as you can see, there's a ship on the horizon. You're hopeful that there is a person headed your way. And Scorpio, there is. We've got an Ace of Pentacles here. Someone who is new. Aces bring new energy. This person is loving, they're kind, and they're committed. This is a person that you can trust. This is a person who's loyal. Faithfulness, loyalty. It means something to this new person, okay? So if you've experienced people in the past who've taken your love for granted, or you've been an overgiver, because the Seven of Wands means you've taken a real step back. You're not as open as you used to be when it comes to your heart. But the Three of Wands says you are on the right path. So don't give up. The Three of Wands actually says that you're making really good choices for yourself right now, and you're in harmony with your heart's desire. You're reconnecting to what you want. So I get this energy that love is coming to you, but also you're not just waiting for it. I feel like you're going to put yourself, take the initiative to put yourself on some sort of event or journey or spiritual retreat or something like that. I mean, similar energy came up in the Leo reading. I mean, I always say it, right? There must be a lot of you out there with Leo placements, but there's a similar energy coming up. The Two of Cups, you're wanting the big deal. You're wanting the big love, happy ever after. You're not going to engage in anything that's not fully formed, or you can't see a future with. Now, your energy, you are a watcher, my beautiful Scorpio, okay? They're showing me the owl. There's something about your eyes. They're very intense, and you're the sort of person, laser type focus. As soon as you see somebody you like, you hone in on them, you see their soul, but you may find that you go extra silent. Like you become, not that you're aloof or you're trying to be, but it's almost suddenly there's part of you that's sort of like, I don't know how to describe this feeling that they're giving me. It's almost like you suddenly, I want to say ignore that person, or you don't mean to ignore this person, but there's a shield that goes up like, okay, I'm just going to direct my attention elsewhere. Okay. If they want me, they'll come here. And that's not you being a diva. That's not you being like, you know what, it's not you having a God complex. Like if they want me, they'll come to me. I feel like it's this energy that suddenly you detach, and they're showing me it's like a protective measure, because you're like, oh my gosh, I really like that person. But it's almost like all of your fears amplify immediately. Like they probably not looking at me. They probably wouldn't like me. They probably wouldn't, you know, and you shut down. And therefore, it's almost like all your personality has been stuffed into a sacred box and is just left there. And you find it hard to communicate to somebody that you meet new for the first time. They're just showing me this energy that you're trying to overcome. Now you can put it down to shyness, but they're just showing me that part of you, it's part of this guarded kind of like shut down energy. And they're saying that perhaps you feel sometimes that you're not good enough, but they want you to overcome that. You're more than good enough. You are someone who's got one of the richest hearts known to humanity. Allow it to be loved. Allow yourself to love and be loved, okay? Now, I do feel like you are calling in a soulmate with the Two of Cups. There is love available to you, but there's something here from your past. We've already talked about it. We won't go on too much about it. That I feel like you are still healing, because the star is still in reverse. So that means you haven't quite finished it. If you have a memory that triggers something occasionally, then, you know, it's testing you to see how you still feel about the scenario. If you get all emotional about it, it tends to mean that it's not quite there yet. But I feel like it's close. Two of Cups, you are calling in a divine union. There is a high-level commitment, partnership on the horizon for you that may lead to a marriage proposal if that's what you're hoping for, because we have the ring. So I feel there's definitely a contract between you and a person that has yet to be played out. It's a new person is what they're showing me, divinely guided towards you, and it's headed your way. So I feel like let me put it this way. You're someone who is super focused on your work or on your commitments or on your passions. So if you're, for example, you're retired, your passions may be, you connect to creativity or travel, whatever it is you're passionate about. You're focused on those things, the things that you feel are your calling. You're being asked to focus a little bit more on love at the moment and your relationship to love. And ask yourself, when you see love, what is your first reaction? Is it to step back? Is it to step away? And if it is, notice it and just stop yourself from doing it for a moment and be like, you know what? Rather than take a step back, I'm going to advance towards it. Have confidence knowing that the person that you're going to meet, the new person, they want you as much as you want them. It's a reciprocal thing here. So you're meeting somebody that is very, very playful, actually. This person is going to bring you out of your comfort zone. There's a lot of open lightheartedness about this person. You and this person are going to be like exciting, youthful sprites exploring the world with curiosity. I see you and this new person, you're going to travel quite a lot together. You're going to explore new things together. This person may work in a similar field to you, not the exact same field, but they may work in the similar field to you. But yeah, now we've also got the Eight of Pentacles. This is in the potential position. The Eight of Pentacles is working on oneself, being the master of who you are, enjoying who you are and your time alone. Okay. Also, the Eight of Pentacles is about investment in self and how you have fixed the things. As you can see, she is, she's doing a little bit of mending there. So fixing the things that need fixing within you. But also, it's more than that. Some of you may feel called to go on a journey of self-discovery, higher learning more about yourself. Some of you may put yourself on a course to learn more about the human psyche or body language or more about your craft, whatever your craft is, or whatever your attention span is called towards. So you may put yourself on a course of learning because the Eight of Pentacles is the card of learning. So some of you may do that and put yourself in a scenario to meet new people. But also the Eight of Pentacles, it's this work-life habit thing. So if, for example, you are always in a bit of a Groundhog Day, you're getting up in the morning, you're having your breakfast, going to work, or doing certain things that you always do, and you're not doing anything new to meet new energy, then you're going to be in a cycle of habit. Okay, so I feel like you're going to make a commitment to yourself to change that. And yes, it's going to be stressful. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but I feel like you're going to find a way to change things to meet somebody new. Okay. Also, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of conservation. Okay, conserving one's energy, especially, you'll meet a lot of people, Scorpio. You meet so many people, and many of them are very, very attractive. You think, oh, they're quite nice, but there's something that doesn't vibe quite quickly with you, with that person. So like a laser, as soon as you know, you're all in. Okay, but I feel it's going to take a very special person to get your attention, because your focus is on your calling, your work, making finances, perhaps, making your money go a long way. I feel like your focus is not on love at this time, but it will be towards the end of the 4 to 5 weeks. You're burnt out, my beautiful Scorpio. The Ten of Wands, exhaustion. So I feel like if you're doing so much and your focus is not really on love, then you're never going to make space to find it. There are adjustments that need to be made in your life. Make adjustments for love. We make adjustments to go and do exercise. We make time for friends. We make time for family. Make time for love. Even if it's like putting yourself on a course of learning or a community event that you see, that you'd go, you know what, that's not really my deal. I don't really want to go there. Find something that you do want to go to, that really connects you to other people. You're going to meet this new person in a group setting, okay? But I feel that you're going to get an invitation, actually. But anyway, or you're going to put yourself on a retreat, something spiritual. I feel, because meditation, the Four of Swords, this is where you're going to meet this person. This person is like very spiritual as well. But the Ten of Wands is like This is the near position, okay, your near future position. So over the next couple of weeks, I mean, the time period throughout Leo into Virgo season is very pressurized. From the 17th of August, the pressure is easier, and by the 25th, the pressure is off because of the planetary alignments between Mars and Saturn in retrograde. It's a very pressurized time. So you may feel like you're called and pulled in many different directions. You have a lot of responsibilities, but this is a card of like releasing the excess, burning away things from the past, burning bridges if you have to, in order to clear space to make way for a new beginning. If you've overcommitted yourself and you're exhausted, remember, take some time for you. The Four of Swords is a card of self-reflection. I feel that's what your guides are telling you. Take some time to really focus on your needs. And love is a personal growth need. Okay, so just remember that. But the Ten of Wands also tells me how strong you've been in love. You haven't quite given up, and you're nearly there. You're nearly at the top of the mountain. You're nearly about to meet the person. Okay, the Ten of Wands is a card of, it can be a card of oppression, where you're stopping yourself or where you've overloaded yourself, you know. Many years ago, they're just showing me an image of me. They're showing me an image of me in a conversation, so I know what they want me to talk about regarding me. I don't really like to talk about me. It's all about you. But they're just showing me, so many years ago, a friend of mine would always say, you know, I can't understand why you're single, blah, blah, blah. And I'd gone through a very difficult experience myself. And I always said, you know what, I just don't have time. I'm really busy. I got this thing. I didn't know then what I know now. I was making excuses. If you really want something, you will find time. Otherwise, you will find an excuse. And that is in all relationships. That is in all walks of life. Okay? If we tell ourselves, I'm really exhausted, and you are exhausted, if you tell yourself you have no time, it means you really are not quite committed yet to finding love. Because if you really want love, you will find time. Okay? So I feel that's very important. Someone needs to hear that, and please don't shoot the messenger, because we've all been through that, and I'm not pointing fingers, but they're just showing me that, okay? Where you look at your schedule and think, okay, I've got a lot of responsibility, but I've also got a responsibility to myself with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. I've got to focus on myself and how I make progress in order to get myself out there and find love. Love will find you, actually, but I feel like you put yourself in the scenario to meet that person in the first place. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is your advice to yourself in this moment. Seven of Pentacles is a self-evaluation period. It is you checking in with yourself to see if it's worth it. Seven of Pentacles is like all the hard work, all the energy that I give to love, it just feels like I'm in limbo. Is it worth it? Is it worth going after? You've been very patient in love. You sacrifice a lot when it comes to love, my beautiful Scorpio, okay? As you can see, this person has invested all their time and nurture into this bush that is, it's got lots of coins there, so it represents, you know, yield, it represents bearing fruit. But as you can see, she's not really getting anything out of it. She's being hopeful. She's got the sunflower. She's got her basket ready to sort of like get her investment, her reward that she's been nurturing for a while, but there's nothing. There's nothing dropped on the floor. So it hasn't quite yielded results for you. So love has just not been as rewarding or as nurturing for you as you have been for it. So you may have gravitated towards people in the past who have taken your time, your energy, you overgave, and you got disappointed, okay, with the amount of effort. A lot of you are like, you know what, you become a homebody and you've got into a bit of a funk, into a bit of a routine, and you're like, what's the point? Okay, so I'm just picking up on that energy. That's not going to resonate for everyone, of course, but the Seven of Pentacles also is a very important question. And it tends to mean, can I save something that did not work out? So part of you, especially since we see a return of somebody from your past, there's going to be a little bit of a choice. You're going to wonder, can you save that thing with that person from your past? Now, the Devil card is showing up. So you and this person may have had an obsession with each other. You may have not been able to get this person off your mind at some point. They also feel the same way about you, but it is toxic energy. It's a pattern, a cycle that you are in with this person or this situation. They're asking you to release that. That's why you're going through this personal growth period. Now, your cards are very complex. I've got to be honest, Scorpio. Truly intense. The external circumstances, 4 swords. The next 4 to 5 weeks are going to be a period of self-reflection. That's what you're going through at the moment. That's what the 4 swords is as well. It is about contemplation. It's about trusting in the universe. It's also about healing, rest, recuperating your energy, getting clear on what you want, knowing that you're protected by spirit. Remember, if you've been rejected in love in the past, it means it was a silver lining, because a natural departure is rejection and protection and redirection. Okay? It means that, you know, rejection is God's protection. It's guiding you towards something greater, something better. And that's what you got there with that 6 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is that realization, that moment to take some time out to really focus inwards and get closure on things on the past that have really damaged the way that you look at love. So for example, if you were in a relationship in the past with someone who was very narcissistic, or someone who tried to knock your confidence, my beautiful Scorpio, then that's going to have had a profound effect on how you feel about yourself and how you feel about love. You may not be letting it govern who you are, but as you approach love and start to be open up and be vulnerable with another person, it starts to raise fears. And you've got the Moon card there, okay? So I feel like it'll throw up some fears initially for you when you meet this new person, but I feel like you overcome it and actually you find stability in this new person and also in yourself. Both of you and this new person, you have a wonderful, loving relationship. The hope and fear position, we've got the Hermit. You're so independent and have spent a lot of time with yourself. Part of you is like, you know what? Am I going to be able to vibe with another person? Okay. It's not that you're stuck in your ways, but I feel like, you know what you want, you know what you like, and you're mature. So you're wondering if you're going to meet somebody who has met themselves as deeply as you have met yourself, because you are a very deep person, a very deep thinker, and you go inwards a lot for answers. You trust your intuition. The Hermit is also someone who is very, very fed up with everything that has occurred. They get a bit jaded. They get exhausted with, dating. They get exhausted with, what's out there. They feel fed up with people's games, mind games, or, I'll text you. I really like you, but I won't text you for a week. I won't text you for a month. I'll pretend I don't like you at all. And then, somehow you've got to imagine by the power of mind that I actually still love you. And then nothing happens. It's stalemate energy. Okay, in our modern society, and I'm sure it happened many years ago as well, but there's this energy here of people playing hard to get sometimes. Okay, and I feel like you're fed up with that. So part of you is like seeking inspiration, seeking a new way of trying to find somebody. Also, the Hermit indicates you're really going inwards for answers, and you do not want to be distracted. You want to focus on yourself at this time to find the strength to reconnect to love, but also to find hope in love again, because the star represents hope. The star also represents healing. So this is a card of looking at patterns, or realizing that you don't want to repeat a pattern in love again, or a mistake that you felt like you made in love by trusting another person. And this is about you maturing in that reflective period, okay? The fear here is also that you've become a homebody, or you've been off grid, out of the game in love for such a long time. You may not feel, you may feel you don't know how to get back into the game, or some of you may feel like age is a factor, and that is not the case at all. You're going to meet the right person who's meant for you at the right time, okay? Also, we've got the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is your calling. A lot of you are connected to your calling, your soul path, and you're obsessed with it. You are focused so much on it that you can't see anything else. When you set your sights on something, my beautiful Scorpio, you're 110% focused on that thing, and all else kind of fades away. So remember, the Magician card reminds you it's what you focus on. You can have it all if you want, but if you're only focused on work, or you're only focused inwards, that's what you're going to enrich. If you focus on love and meeting somebody, then you will find somebody, okay? Now, also the Judgment card is about your true prosperity. And I mean, the Devil card doesn't have to be a negative experience. It can be that you're calling in a Capricorn, okay? So I will clarify that card for you, but I feel the Judgment card is also a card of second chances. So there may be as I said, someone returning to your life looking for a second chance. But I feel like with the Three of Wands deep down, you don't want that person. I get you looking elsewhere for opportunities in love. But the Judgment card may be that you're going to weigh up your options. Also, very important energy that I'm getting right now from the Judgment card is a renewal of energy, a sudden motivation energy where you're like, you know what, I'm back in the game. I want to meet somebody. I'm ready. I feel great about myself. That's going to return to you over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Okay. So I feel like your guides are calling you to move away from past patterns and experiences and toxic situations, or if you tend to gravitate towards toxic, passionate love, whilst it may be intense and it may be quick and fiery and all of those things, remember to build a solid foundation, because you got the Eight of Wands there. So it's like quick, passionate clinches. They're wonderful, but remember to build something solid with a person, okay? Because it's to know the difference between lust and love. Now I'm going to pull a card on the Devil card. The Devil card is not an evil card. It is actually a card on the major arcana that all of us get to at some stage in our life. It represents a brick wall. It represents, something that seems to be blocking our path towards something healthy, and we feel helpless to change it. So for example, Scorpio, right now you may be working really hard and you have so much responsibility, and your focus is clearly on protecting your family, making money, trying to, find your way in this life that is changing around us. And you may feel like helpless to change your circumstances. You may be like, you know what, I just don't have time, or I can't do it right now. That is a way of controlling your situation, to feel helpless to change your circumstances. But we are not helpless to change our circumstances. You can change your circumstances by doing something different. Because if we always do, as I said, what we always did, you'll always get what you always got. So if you're the sort of person and you're invited to things and you get the invitation, you're like, yeah, I'm going to go to these things. It's amazing. I can't wait. And then the night before you're like, oh, why did I agree to go to that place? Because I feel like there's an invitation here that you feel, maybe I won't bother going. When you push past that energy, you break free of that hold, you actually come out the other side, and you will be, it's almost like your future self will thank you for going to the event. Okay, now the Devil card also represents illusion. It can mean like sometimes falling in love with the idea of love or passion. Forbidden love as well, they're showing me, forbidden love. So if there's someone who you've connected to in the past and you have a very passionate bond between that person and you, but that person wants to keep your relationship secret, or is not ready to open up to friends about your, oh my gosh, Scorpio, I mean, if ever, I'm clarifying the Devil, the guides are saying, we mean what we said. When we gave you the Devil, we meant the Devil. Do you need to ask a second time, Scorpio? So with the Devil card, there is like something or someone you're bonded to that you feel you have to break the pattern or break the mold. Can you please clarify? We need to just go past that Devil card. The Moon, fears. So there could be fears holding you back. Or also it can mean that you've had a very long period of self-reflection, and there's this energy of settling down versus independence, spirit. So part of you, there may be some sort of commitment issues that have been raised within you because of the experiences you've had in the past. Okay, these are the things that you'd be looking at. But they're showing me that you're actually going to break through that, because we've got the Six of Swords. You're moving on from that. You're being guided by spirit away from fears. Anything that's been holding you back as an obstacle is being removed. Okay, you have been tested. I feel whenever an ex comes into your life, you're being tested. You're being tested by your guides. You're being tested by spirit. And they're like, oh, is this Scorpio going to message back? Is this Scorpio going to indulge in this little fantasy with this person again? Even though last time they left them hanging dry, or they said they were too busy to meet them, or they're not meeting their friends, or they've got somebody else. So you're being tested, Scorpio, okay? Just so you're aware. But I feel like you're passing the test this time. I feel like you're over. You're moving on. Six of Swords, you're being guided to somebody new. We got the Ace of Pentacles. This person, they're showing me, this person will hold the door open for you. Okay, you will know this person. They will hold the door open for you. When, yeah, I feel like the first time that you meet this person, they hold the door open for you. And you may not even know this person or have met them yet at that stage. I feel like they've held the door open for you before you actually personally meet them. Okay, so that's something to look out for as well. Ace of Pentacles, an invested relationship, a gift sent by the universe, protection, but also a successful sort of opportunity to invest in a relationship. Aces are, as I said, new. They are the start of something. Now, this is the start of something committed, something dependable, someone that you can rely on. Okay, I'm just going to pull another card. Now, this person, they've got strong fire in their chart, that's for sure. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. They may have some earth in their chart as well. Virgo, perhaps. Got Three of Pentacles. It's through a friend. You meet this person at either through a friend or a group scenario. They're showing me again. Now, this person, they'll actually notice you, Scorpio, and they'll talk about you behind your back first. They're going to try and see if they can find something out about you, or they're going to mention you to somebody like, oh my gosh, who's that? They're going to be having that conversation before they actually talk to you. Now, a lot of cards here. The Star, the Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, Page of Cups. Okay, look at this. So there's definitely a choice. We've got the Knight of Wands, someone who's transitory, in and out of your life, very passionate, someone who is lusty, okay, a fling. And then we got a Page of Cups, new love. Someone who's offering pure love, someone who wants to get to know you better, someone who's curious. Now, this person, I feel like they're very beautiful heart. Okay, we've got the Star energy as well, so that's also about healing. Standing out from the crowd. You're really going to stand out from the crowd. Three of Cups, it's not going to be out drinking. It's not going to be out partying or anything like that, just so you're aware. It's going to be at an event where I feel like you're invited to, but it's not like a hardcore party kind of energy, okay? We do have the Death card. It's in the resistance position. It's in reverse. So this is like you feeling stagnant or immobile in your love relationship. But these two situations are coming on in. You get to choose between someone who keeps dipping in and out of your energy. So if you're looking for a fling, of course, and you don't want to go deeper and find a bond between you and a person that lasts the test of time, then of course go for the fling, whatever it is you want. But the Page of Cups indicates that there's someone new. Now, this person, as I said, they're very open-hearted. They're very playful. This person, the new person, is very adventurous. They're the sort of person who would grab you and bring you out on the dance floor and just dance with you. They feel proud to be seen with you, okay? So if you're feeling stuck, we got the Nine of Cups here as well. Nine of Cups indicates you're going to get a wish fulfilled. A dream is coming true here. You're going to feel completed, an achievement of desire. But remember, what comes before the Eight of Cups, what comes before the Nine of Cups is the Eight of Cups, which basically means you're on a journey of self-discovery right now, and you're about to stumble on the jackpot. So right now, you're going through this period, the next 4 to 5 weeks, of doing you, but on the other side, now either you go, as I said, you're invited to something, you go on a trip. Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, they're both travel cards. You have to go to this, you're going to this thing, you're going to an event, or you're going to something you're invited to, or you're going to a spiritual retreat, or you're traveling. You're actually, there's movement involved in you meeting this new person. I don't feel like you meet this new person at home. So even if you connect to somebody online on the internet, I feel like you physically go and meet this person. It's not going to be this long sort of like affair online where you're talking for years. It's someone that you get to meet with in a physical sense, and it's everything you wished for. Okay, so remember, the Star in the reverse gets turned upright, so that means hope returns. You're going to find love, and it's everything you wished for. Let me just see if there's anything more they can tell me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? How would you like to receive? Ace of Wands, new. Now this could be a new passion. Hierophant, you will marry this person. You will marry this person, okay? This new passionate experience with this new person leads to marriage, high level commitment, ring, engagement. Okay, the Hierophant is the marriage card. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled, my beautiful Scorpio. Listen out for that song, because that's an indicator for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Scorpio? Also look out for a golden hexagon. We've got passion, magnetic pull, and romance. So absolutely, it's heading your way, my beautiful Scorpio. You will have your hope return. And I feel like this time you will not be disappointed in love. This is the real deal. Okay? Things are about to get passionate, and yeah, it's literally, I mean, the Devil card can also represent a magnetic pull, I guess, but in a negative way. Okay? Just so you're aware, but there is a magnetic pull between you and someone positive. Okay, and final cards, Puffin Partnership. I mean, they give you whatever card that you are meant to see, my beautiful Scorpio, you're getting it bang on in this reading. As you can see, you could have got any card. You could have got Fox, Clever. You could have got Squirrel, Always Be Prepared. But no, you got the Partnership card. Okay, so Puffin Partnership. And remember, Puffins are really unique. So this is a unique person that is being sent to you because you are also unique. It says, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So again, I get this energy of you coming together with community or some sort of event. I mean, even I feel that even if you, there may be even a friend who sort of introduces you to a friend of a friend sort of thing at this event. Because I feel like your nearest and dearest come to your aid as well. Okay, so I will leave that there. I'm just going to get a rune before we close. Okay, so we have Hero. This is the Hero rune. Okay, this is about freedom, but it's also about things coming to a conclusion, but it's also about consequence. You know, we have consequences depending on our actions. If we sit in a constant state of inaction and we do nothing, then expect the results to be zero. But if we actually initiate change, even the smallest of changes will make a massive impact. This is an indication that you are writing. You are in control of your destiny. You're writing the next sort of chapter of your love story. So this is a rune of having potential, and you are free to change your circumstances. They actually want this on the Hierophant. So I feel like now this person that you meet, I feel like they're very prestigious as well. They're someone who is looked up to, who is respected. This is the new person, someone who has a position of authority. And this person wants, it's interesting, they want a traditional relationship. They want to settle down with someone. They're looking for that. And I feel as soon as they see you, they're like, it's like a magnetic connection straight away. But they're going to be talking about you behind your back at first. And maybe even your friend overhears it, or someone you know overhears it and says, oh my gosh, they're talking about you. And also listen out for a conversation about a roof being fixed. So bizarre, I know, my beautiful Scorpio, but they're just giving me these hints for you to listen out for. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Scorpio. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me too. Sorry it was so complex, but there's a lot of intense energies because of course we're only still a week into that supermoon energy, so some of the readings tend to be quite bumpy when I'm reading during this period. So anyway, thank you so much, and love and light.